Good morning, everyone. This is Kevin Fernandez with L2 Mindset. Love yourself, lead yourself. I was hosting a mastermind group meeting yesterday, and one of the topics that we discussed during the mastermind group meeting was developing a positive mindset. And that's what I want to talk to you about today because just like me, I know that a lot of you didn't come from great wealth, didn't grow up in an environment where wealth and abundance was the norm, where you could have whatever you wanted, money was given to you for whatever you needed. People were excellent money managers, people were excellent investors. That would have been a great thing, right? But for most of us, that's not what happened, right? Like we had um, things in our life where people were more stressed about money than anything. Their relationship with money was not good. They argue about money. They got stressed, anxiety, so many negative feelings associated with money. They thought that in order for you to be successful financially, you have to be greedy or you have to take advantage of other people or you can't have a good relationship with your family. That if you're going to be successful financially, you have to um, burn out and work 20-hour days, 7 days a week. And all these beliefs have limited you, have limited me, have limited most of us in achieving the things that we are capable of achieving because our beliefs build the foundation upon which we stack our successes, right? And so if our beliefs are not supportive of what we're trying to build, you can't build an empire on lousy beliefs. It's going to crumble. It's not going to happen, right? Just like the pyramids, if the foundation is not strong, it's not going to hold. And so anything that doesn't have a strong foundation, you cannot build a massive empire on top of that. And so that's what I want to talk about today, right? I want to talk to you about what are your beliefs around money. And I'm not talking at a conscious level, at a logical level. I'm talking about at an emotional level, at an unconscious, subconscious level. What do you believe around money? When you think about the goal that you're going after, your big, massive goal, I've talked about a C-type goal, a goal that scares you and excites you at the same time. I want you to think about when you think about that goal, what comes up for you? Do you believe that you can do it? Does it scare you, right? Like, are you limiting yourself? Are you thinking, well, in order to achieve that, I'm going to have to, in order to achieve that financial goal, I'm going to have to like be away from my family all the time. I'm going to have to be stressed out all the time. I'm going to have to deal with all these problems, like more money, more problems. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? Like, what were some things that you heard growing up or some things that you've caught over time from people that are not really serving you on your path to massive wealth and financial freedom? You know, everybody says they want financial freedom, but then their actions are not lining up with that. And a huge part of that, again, it comes from the beliefs, right? I believe that financial success is your birthright, right? Like when you look at nature, the way everything was created by God, the universe, whatever your beliefs are, like nature is abundant, right? Like oxygen is everywhere, abundant, right? You're not lacking for oxygen, hopefully, right? Like it's abundant, it's everywhere. There's trees, nature, animals, just everywhere. Like everything in nature is abundant. And so if that's the way that the universe was created, then that's the way things should be by law, right? The laws of nature, right? And so if you are not succeeding, not just financially, but today we're talking about developing a positive mindset. So if you're not succeeding financially, that means that your mindset, it's not aligned with how things should be. Like poverty, scarcity, that is not the way the universe works, the nature works. So that is man-made, right? That is in your mind. That is something that you've adopted, the beliefs. Your beliefs are they're going to make you wealthier, they're going to make you poor, or if you have a combination of poor and wealthy beliefs, then you're in the middle class, right? Like Wealthy people don't have the same beliefs and thoughts as people in the middle class. People in the middle class do not have the same beliefs and thoughts that people that are poor, right? And so I want you to think about what comes up for you when you think about money. Do you have a negative feeling about money? Because it, in all reality, you cannot become something that you resent. So if you are one of these people that are always uh, watching shows like American Greed and all these documentaries about uh, how somebody who was rich did it by ripping people off, like Bernie Madoff or other people, examples like that. If you're not careful about what you tell yourself, all that information is going to your subconscious mind, and it's literally just creating a negative association with you and money, right? Unconsciously, your mind is receiving the message that you have to be corrupt to make a lot of money, or you have to rip people off to make a lot of money, or that you cannot, or that people that work hard and do things the right way don't get ahead like other people, right? And all these are toxic beliefs. They are toxic to your growth. They are toxic to your wealth. They are toxic to your financial freedom goals. It will not happen if you don't revisit what you think about money on a daily basis. And you have to be focused about money. When somebody says like money's not really that important, I don't listen to that person. I reject that belief because money is extremely important. Money is extremely important. And if you don't believe money is extremely important, then you haven't seen the impact money can have, right? Like if you want to provide a better education for your children, money is needed. If you want to help your kids or someone start a business or you want to start a business, money is needed. If you want to go on vacations and explore the world, money is needed. If you want to contribute to your community, to charities, to your church, money is needed. So I want to get it really, really clear for you. Like money is extremely important. And if you are around anybody who says money is not really important, I would recommend that you don't listen to that person because again, it's not about whether they're right or wrong or I'm right or wrong. It's about asking yourself, is this level of thinking aligned with what I am trying to accomplish? Any thought that is against what you're trying to build, what you're trying to do, you need to reject. You need to reject. You cannot accept anything that does not align with what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. You have to start developing positive beliefs around money. So, what I would encourage you to do is to write down, take a notepad, whatever, write down what are the negative beliefs or negative thoughts that come to you when you think about money. What are some things that you've heard from people you love and respect, maybe your parents? You know, maybe they say, like, I don't ever want to make a lot of money because then I'm going to get taxed heavily. I'm going to get taxed like crazy. And as innocent as that may have seemed, like, yeah, well, that makes sense. The more you get paid, the more you get taxed. Well, that's not always the case. But if it was the case, you're still making more money, right? So again, you have to be super, super conscious about what thoughts you're having around money and putting pen to paper, because once you put it out on paper, you can be like, wow, yeah, like, I'm not consciously thinking about that all the time, but it's in the unconscious, it's hidden somewhere in my mind. So I want to make sure that I am uh, replacing those negative beliefs with beliefs that are going to build that solid foundation for my wealth, for my financial freedom. So if you're one of those people that have had negative thoughts associated with money, and I didn't grow up in a wealthy environment. Like I said earlier, I want you to write down what those negative beliefs are. And once you write them on paper, then you need to write a positive and empowering belief that will replace that old negative thinking, right? So what is it that you're thinking about money that's negative, and then write down a positive belief that is the opposite of that. And your job is to entertain this thought only and focus on this new belief that you want to build, right? a belief is nothing but a feeling of absolute certainty. So when you believe something, you just feel with certainty that this is the right thing, that this is what is truth. And so the truth is that you make up your own truth, right? If I believe something around money and somebody else has a complete different belief, their belief creates their reality. So they're living in a complete different reality, a complete different life. So what I want to do is I want to see what people are living the lifestyle that I want to live, what people are building the type of business that I want to build, what people are living in the kind of marriage that I want to have, right? Like, what are they doing? What is their level of thinking? What are their beliefs in these areas? And I want to learn those things, and I want to adopt those beliefs, and I want to adapt to that. I want to become that person. It doesn't mean I copy them. I'm my own person, I'm my own personality, but I want to evolve, and I want to grow, and I want to act as if I was that person already that is getting those type of results. And if I behave that way, if I show up that way every single day, then the results will start showing up. But it all starts with our beliefs, our predominant beliefs, conscious or unconscious, mostly unconscious. That's what controls our thoughts, our actions, our results. And so we have to make sure that we are creating a positive money mindset so that we can start building the wealth and the financial freedom that truly we deserve. But you have to work for it, you have to earn it. And it starts with doing this type of work. You have to start working on yourself. Success, financially or otherwise, is 95% mindset, 5% strategy. If I suddenly give you an extra $100,000, but you have the wrong mindset, doesn't matter what strategy I give you in terms of how you can invest that money or whatnot. If you're one of those people who have the mindset of spend first, save last, or spend first, invest last, there'll never be any money to save or invest, as I'm sure you have found out by now, right? So you have to flip that mindset and become the person that invests first, that saves money first, and then creates a lifestyle, spends money based on what's left after that. That's the crucial part, right? Build the mindset that a financially successful person has, and then you're going to act and behave like them. You're going to save money the way they do. You're going to invest money this way they do. You're going to reward yourself with money the way they do, right? Because it's not just about uh, saving money to the extent of not having a good quality of life and not enjoying life. You have to do it all. You have to enjoy yourself. You have to enjoy your life at the same time as you're being financially responsible and investing for your future self. So I would love for you to share with me, like, what are some of your limiting beliefs that you've had around money, some of the things that you've learned growing up that were limiting you in the area of your finances. Maybe you thought that investing is too complicated. Nobody makes money in the stock market. The stock market is too risky. Maybe you thought that, um, I want to invest in real estate, but real estate, it's not reliable, whatever, right? Like, these are all limiting beliefs. None of that is true. None of that is true unless you choose to believe it. If you choose to believe it, then that's your truth. But again, your truth, if it's not getting you the results that you want, you need to change it. You need to change it. It's not about right or wrong. It's about results. It's about results. That's what I want to get in your mind right now. Like, it's not about right or wrong. It never is. It's about results. Are you getting the results that you want? If not, put your ego aside, put pen and paper, write down what are the beliefs that are holding you back, and replace those beliefs with more empowering and supporting beliefs. That is the foundation that you need. That's what's going to allow you to provide for your family, for yourself, for your community, for your church, for whatever is important to you. Financial success is your birthright. You deserve to enjoy life. You deserve to enjoy the best things life has to offer. But you're not going to do it with a limited mindset, with limited thinking about money, about finances. It's not going to happen. So I encourage you to do what I said, do the exercises, focus, focus on building an abundance mindset, a creating a positive uh, conscious awareness around money. It's extremely important. So get to work on that. Tell me your goals. Tell me, what are your financial goals? What are your financial dreams? What are you trying to accomplish in your life? I would love to hear from you. What are your limited beliefs around money? Let's work on that. Let's work on that together. Let's work on that as a community. I want to know. But until next time, uh, keep working on this. And again, this is Kevin Fernandez with L2 Mindset. Love yourself, lead yourself, keep building that wealth, start working toward your financial freedom. And I will see you all next week. Have a great time.